Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 13 of the July daily draws. So as we close out the weekend and approach the new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Unfolding Path Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. So this is the Hermit card. So maybe we need to set some time out to withdraw from the hustle and bustle and create a space for ourselves to connect inwardly with ourselves, maybe some meditation. However we do reconnect with ourselves, go for a walk somewhere by ourselves, or doesn't take the dog for a walk if we have a dog, or something like that, in sort of like within some kind of nature, natural surroundings where we can connect with ourselves, but away from the distractions and the hustle and bustle of daily life. So it's setting aside, withdrawing a little into ourselves, not permanently, but it's going within to reconnect and to find our inner light, our inner guidance of where to go next. Maybe we've lost touch with our path, or all the way forward, and the best way that we can reconnect with the path is to reconnect with ourselves by, as I say, spiritual reflection, meditation, just going for a walk, letting ourselves, centering ourselves, grounding ourselves, however you want to call it, and just listening to that small voice within, that intuitive voice, that inner compass, following that. Let that light the way forward. Find your inner light to guide you, to give you the illumination that you need on your path to find the right way forward. It could even be illuminating your mind to bring some realization to it of something that you need to realize, or connecting with an emotion that you need to be aware of, that how you feel about something. And that in itself will perhaps point you in the right direction. There is all kinds of ways where this may benefit us, and many forms that light and guidance can take. But it starts with making the time and space for ourselves to be removed from the distractions of the everyday life, which is what a hermit does. But unlike a hermit, we don't permanently become a recluse, even though we may be tempted at times to become a recluse. But we take a strategic retreat into some kind of personal, private space and time for ourselves where we can reconnect and get the guidance that we need. And then once we have that, then once we've had our hermit moment, we can then rejoin the everyday sort of existence, because we now have a newfound connection and illumination to show us how to deal with what we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Maybe we'll have literally some new light on the situation to help us move forward with it. But first, to get that, we have to remove ourselves perhaps from a situation in order to sufficiently, in order to be able to listen to ourselves, to get that guidance before we rejoin the fray with that newfound illumination and guidance that we've been looking for. So take the time, this card says, take the time to do that connection with yourself, make it a priority, find some way, even in a busy life, and with maybe there's a lot of people around you demanding your time and attention, try and make some time where you can reconnect personally as an individual with yourself in order to get that essential and vital guidance from within that you need. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Spirit of place. It may be that you need to find the right place, the right spiritual environment, create your own spiritual place in order to be able to do this hermit moment that we're looking for. So this spirit of place could be a quiet woods somewhere where we walk through and do a walking meditation if we don't feel just like doing a sitting meditation, or do a sitting meditation but somewhere where you can be private and that place for that time is got the spirit of that place, in the sense of it's there to feed your spirit and connect you with your spirit. So you choose the setting where you can be the hermit in order to reconnect and get the guidance that you need. And I believe that is what the cards are saying to us today. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 14. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.